Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to cover Bitcoin Cash, conduct machine learning based price forecast, regression analysis, accumulation strategies, and estimated bull run target for BCH. Also, Bitcoin based pair for with respect to BCH. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. Over the last seven days, Bitcoin Cash has rallied by about 16.5%, market cap above 11 billion, honing in close to 12 billion, volume at around 840 million, still ranked in top 20 by market cap. That's why we cover Bitcoin Cash, although it has lost a quite bit of a steam against Bitcoin. And we have been covering Bitcoin Cash all throughout the bear market. You can see in 2023 as well as in 2024, 2 months ago, 1 month ago. We covered a video 8 months ago. Back then the price was much lower. 4 months ago, you get the idea. 1 year ago, more than 1 year ago, and again 6 months ago. So these are the videos made related to Bitcoin Cash on the channel. And now we look at some of the technical analysis related to Bitcoin Cash. This is Bitcoin Cash on its USD pair. In 2017, the price, the all-time high for Bitcoin Cash was at about 4,300. In the last bull market of 2021, the price went only as high as about 1,600 or so. If we believe that based on the Fibonacci levels, the 0.38 level holds a key level of resistance. That 0.38 level is coming in at around $674, but you can see at one point in time price did go higher than the 0.38 fib level. So ideally, again, if there is one more leg to the bull run, ideally the price could see itself between 855, which is the 0.5 fib level, and 0.6 fib level at around $1,036. If on the other hand, taking a lesson from its Bitcoin pair, you can see if you look at Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin Cash divided by Bitcoin. You can see a series and continuation of lower highs and lower lows that never changed. The only exception being starting 2023, this pair started building some sort of a support over here. And if let's say in the upcoming bull run, the price visits this 0.5 fib level, which is not too dissimilar from what it did, let's say comparing from 2018 or 2017 peak. There was a like a counter trend rally from that drop to in 2021, that highs that it achieved. So if we have this hypothesis that in the upcoming bull run in 2025, Bitcoin Cash visits this 0.5 fib against Bitcoin, that leaves about 161% gain in terms of its Bitcoin pair. And that phase of the market cycle only happens when Bitcoin has moved, after Bitcoin has moved significantly. So so for example, on after May 10th of 2021, between April and May of 2021, and at that point in time Bitcoin had already made its move on its USD pair. You can check it over here. Bitcoin USD at that point in time was already making decent moves. So for example, we are talking about over here end of April till about end of April of 2021 and early May of 2021. That's where Bitcoin had made this move and was quite stable over here and hanging out at around between 57k and 64k. So that's when Bitcoin Cash made this move. So assuming that Bitcoin goes to $200,000 in 2025, somewhere around $200,000, and completes its move like it did in 2021, and then Bitcoin Cash rallies to about 161% on its Bitcoin pair, 161% gain would be at around 2.6x of the current price. And if Bitcoin's price is 2x of the current price, which is at around 200k, right now the price is close to 100k, and the current price of Bitcoin Cash is on its USD pair is at around $599, as we saw just now. Bitcoin Cash on its USD pair is at around $600. Let's take $599 as an example. It was then the price of Bitcoin Cash at those levels for a market cycle peak would be at around $3,126. So this is one way to estimate Bitcoin Cash USD price. If on the other hand the rally for Bitcoin Cash on its Bitcoin pair goes only to about 0.38 fib level, we did visit the 0.23 fib level in July of 2023 as well as in March of 2024. So in the upcoming bull run, if it instead of 160%, the gain is only 114%, so that would replace this by 2.14 times the current price. And in that scenario, the resulting USD valuation for Bitcoin Cash could be at around $2,563. So now we rely the most of the video, remainder of the video will rely on our own website cryptoweeklies.com. The link is on the bottom of your screen, and we'll conduct machine learning based price forecast, as well as we have Bitcoin pair based price forecast. This is a USD pair price forecast. This is the machine learning model trained on weekly price action of Bitcoin Cash in 2017, and the following are the three scenarios forecasted by the model. If there is no directionality or there is no bullish or bearish guidance in the market, the directionality based model says that these are the levels when the price kind of stalls out or very close to the fair value, that is at around $600. If on the other hand there is a bull market, the price forecasted in the next 6 months is between $689 and about $1,575. This is a non-euphoria bull market. If there is a euphoria phase involved, that euphoria phase could last only a few weeks or months. So if we are in that rally, we can include the 2 standard deviation forecast as well. But for now, the 1 standard deviation, again we are well within that 1 standard deviation case where the prices are meaningfully lower than this 1 standard deviation ceiling prescribed by the model. If you want to look at it in a tabular format, that is also available on the bottom of your screen. This 68% or the yellow line is represented by the column to the right of the base case. The base case is kind of sideways. The bull case ranges between $690 to about $1,500. So that's the 1 standard deviation case for Bitcoin Cash on in terms of its USD pair. But if you look at in terms of the Bitcoin Cash BTC pair, the pair that we just saw, the forecasts are again quite muted. You can see that even the April 2024 highs on its Bitcoin pair is not in the cards per the machine learning algorithm unless there is a euphoria. This is the 2 standard deviation bull case for Bitcoin Cash. In that case where there is market euphoria for altcoins, where Bitcoin has stalled out and made its move already, in that case alone, that's when the highs that were made in April 2024 against its Bitcoin pair could be taken out per the machine learning model. And if you look at the value of the 2 standard deviation is at around 1116. So if you go back over here and you look at a Bitcoin Cash on its Bitcoin pair, the valuation is at around 1116. So at around the levels over here. So right now it's at around somewhere at around 6,000. So if we go and make it over here 1116, so that's about an 86% move on top of the current price. That is per the 2 standard deviation ceiling model, and that would represent 86% would be 1.86 times the current price of Bitcoin Cash in terms of Bitcoin pair, and that would result of USD in that scenario USD valuation of Bitcoin Cash at around $2,230. So that's the 2 standard deviation. What the 3 standard deviation looks like is again it's a parabolic move. Again the likelihood that the price goes beyond this is only 0.3%. So again it would require significant bullishness in the market to get to these red line based valuation, and those are at around between 716 and about 1946. So that leaves again over here between 716 over here yeah. So the valuation right now is at around 0.01 In that environment, the valuation goes to beyond 0.01 to about 0.019. So let's take a midpoint of that at around 0.015, and that should establish some sort of a guidance in that environment. 0.015, let's go over here. 0.015, yeah, that is about 139 percent rally, 139% rally. That would put at around 2.239x for this model. 2.39. Let's do this, and we'll get a USD pair for forecast for Bitcoin Cash at around 2863. So that's again, if the price were go to somewhere over here 0.015 on its Bitcoin pair, again over here you can check it out, 0.015, that's where you would get about $2,870 Bitcoin Cash. So right now the machine learning side of things that we have covered. Now we'll look at the regression based analysis. Again, per the polynomial regression model, the price of Bitcoin Cash is still undervalued with respect to the polynomial regression function. The fair value is at around $958. If it were to make a move to, let's say, a 2 standard deviation ceiling, that is at around, again, close to the, that's when major peaks occur on its USD pair. That level is currently at around $2,400. Quite confluent with the discussion that we just had at around if the prices were to go to this 0.015 level on its Bitcoin pair. If on the other hand there is a slightly curtailed rally, then the price action could see at around $1,500. And the 1 standard deviation support, right now the price is very close to the 1 standard deviation support at around $600. So that's the regression story. Again, prices tend to spend 68% of the time in this, between this yellow line and the green line. You can see only slight deviations below the green line in the bear market, and slightly deviations ahead of the yellow line in the bull market. So now we'll cover the 3 models and then the composite model for Bitcoin Cash. The SMA model says with respect to the 20-week simple moving average how the price is doing, and based on that relationship the color codes are normalized and assigned between 0 and 1. The green level is at around about 60% risk. That means it's the risk to accumulate Bitcoin Cash is not low enough or high enough to say definitively say whether it's a it's good time to DCA in the market or out of the market. Again, not financial advice. If you were to look at some of the topping scenarios per this model, the moderate target is at around $937, representing about 60% risk. This is a forward looking interpretation of the model. At 80% risk, the price is at around $1,122, and at 100% risk, currently the price is at around $1,308. So in the next 10-20 weeks, if the price goes to about $1,300, that would mark a top per this model. Right now the risk is at around 60%. The dollar cost average model, this helps identify some of the, based on the polynomial regression functions that we just saw in our regression analysis. These color codes are adjusted based on the adjusted volatility, diminishing return, and time adjusted factors. This help identify some of the best time to dollar cost average in the hypothesis, and also in the market as well as out of the market. So let's get rid of the bands between 0.2 and 0.8. So this will help you understand when it's a good time to DCA in the market. Again, you can see all the grayed out regions are the times when the model says you should not DCA, and again the red times, or let's say the inverse of that hypothesis, is DCA out of the market only when the risks are more than 60%. That the model will help identify some of the tops based on how the price is doing with respect to the polynomial regression function. Again, you can configure it based on your own risk tolerance. Again, this is a better model to help understand the dollar cost averaging out and in the market based on the regression analysis. Again, if more than 40% risk, right now the risk levels identified by the model is less than 20% because the price is lower than the regression based fair value. So forward looking model says that the peak for Bitcoin Cash could be at about $2,288, which is exactly close to the analysis that we ran before this one. If you remember, on its Bitcoin pair, if it were to go to this 0.38 level at around 100, and so instead of 2.39, if it's a 2.13x on its Bitcoin pair, the forecasts were close to at around 2500. Again, this there is some confluence between these forecasts and the one that we discussed based on the Bitcoin pair related scenarios. And also the last but not the least is the time weighted average price based model helps identify a range to DCA below this blue line, which is the time weighted average price. Again, the moves above the blue line for Bitcoin Cash are far in between. So this particular model is very long term model where DCAing below the blue line helps a great deal only across multiple years or toward at the end of one market cycle. So right now that blue line is coming in at around $424. So the price above $424 represents a risk of about, let's get rid of the close price, represents a risk of about 48%. So a composite model based on all the risk provides a short term target for Bitcoin Cash at around, you can say, 13% dollar cost average risk, 49% time weighted average price risk, SMA risk at 61%, weighted risk at around 33%. The estimated bull run target based on the risk reward approach is at around $1,709 for Bitcoin Cash, and that represents a reward of about 2.84x on its USD pair. And with this, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please subscribe and also give us a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.